Hello and welcome to your 30-minute morning all levels flow class. My name is Emily and I'll be guiding you through your practice today. We're going to get started today with a mini meditation just to check in on how we're feeling, move on to a breath practice called Ujjayi or ocean sounding breath, and then allow some movement and some heat to build before we cool down and settle into Shavasana. So we'll get started right away. We'll be started in a seated position, so cross-legged or hero's position, which is kneeling on the knees. No props are required today or needed, but should you like to use them for additional support or to increase your practice in any way or to add some flavor, options to have books, blocks, pillows, maybe blankets nearby to increase your comfort in Shavasana. Anything that you may need to increase comfort and increase your experience today, please feel free to grab. I'll allow you to get settled on your mat in the seated position of your choice. Maybe choosing to soften the gaze or close down the eyes completely. Start to check in with your breath. Maybe opt to put a hand on the low belly and over the chest to feel the movement of your breath today as we begin our weather check, our mini meditation. Also options to keep the hands palms face down on the knees or palms face up. I'll first invite you to check in and take notice of where your body meets the earth today. Depending on which position you chose to arrive, it will be different for everyone. But checking in with how you feel where your body meets the earth. Good. Next, taking notice of the air quality in your space today. What's the temperature? Is there any movement or stillness to it? Maybe even going so far as to take notice of how it feels as it enters through the nose or the mouth. And then as it exits, taking notice of any temperature changes or any minute details that come from taking notice of your breath and the air around you. Next, starting to take notice of any light that is in your space. If you opted to have your eyes closed, maybe taking notice of what is filtering through the eyelids. Is there a light, maybe a color? The eyes are open or soft, taking notice of any natural light, and then the direction that it comes from today. Next, we'll take notice of any external noises in your space, maybe from a family member, a pet, or a car outside, taking notice of these noises without trying to change them. And then last, starting to take notice as you settle in a little bit deeper with your breath. Taking notice of how shallow or maybe deep you're breathing. Maybe you've come from a busy morning of getting ready and you're finally settling in now. Maybe you just woke up and your breath is already deep. Just taking notice of wherever you're at without trying to change anything about it. Good. If the hands were placed on the body anywhere to feel the breath, I'll invite you to bring them back to the knees now. Options to intend both shoulders towards the ears and roll them down and back. Let's do this a few times. Finding space in the neck bringing the shoulders away from the jaw. Good. Now, if you would like to participate in Ujjayi or ocean sounding breath with me today, we'll opt to do that now. If you would like to continue with your natural breath and tuning in with that, that's absolutely fine, and you can keep going. If you're practicing Ujjayi, we'll start by bringing a dominant hand in front of the face, in front of the mouth, pretending that it is a mirror that's in front of you or a glass. Ujjayi is a heating quality breath. It comes from the gentle constriction of the throat, and it sounds audible so that you'll make noise when you do the exhale, and that's okay. As we practice in our own spaces, it's perfectly fine to make noise in yoga. The hand or the mirror tool will just help you to guide you through the exhales. So we'll do each inhale and exhale together. We'll go through a series of steps to get to Ujjayi with no hand direction, and feel free to keep going with one step. Maybe you really enjoy it, maybe you don't like it at all and you'd like to skip a step. That's totally okay. We'll get started with the hand in front of the mouth. We'll take an inhale here through the nose. Audible exhale, sigh it out like you're fogging up your hand. Like you're fogging up a mirror. We'll do that again. Taking an inhale through the nose. Exhale, fog the mirror in your hand. Mouth is open. Good, let's do it once more here. I'll move my hand away from my face so you can see my mouth. Taking an inhale through the nose. Exhale, open mouth, fogging your hand. Excellent. I'll give you a few moments to practice that on your own. Good. Keeping the hand where it is in front of the face will just show you step 2. Same inhale through the nose. The exhale will still be out the mouth, except for partway through our exhale, we will close our mouth. What happens here is just simply the air is redirected through the nose. So should you have any allergies or need to blow your nose, it might be good to do that now so that the air can flow freely through the nose. If not, please stay with step 1 and practice your Ujjayi there. I'll demonstrate step 2. Let's take an inhale through the nose. Exhale, sighing it out. Mouth closes halfway through. Air is redirected through the nostrils. You may start to feel an increased warmth or gentle constriction in the back of the throat there. This is normal. So we'll do this together here. Let's bring our palm mirrors in front of our face. Taking an inhale through the nose. Exhale, fog. Close. Good. Try that again here, taking an inhale through the nose. Exhale to fog your hand. Good. I'll let you to take on a few more of those on your own. Reminding yourselves to close the mouth halfway through the exhale, or maybe at the end if that makes you more comfortable, to practice the increased constriction in the back of the throat. Good. Excellent work. Well, now I'll go to our final step, which is removing the palm away from the face. Options to keep that there for just a visual cue. Oftentimes it's actually quite handy to keep it there to remind yourself to make that fogging noise, even if the mouth is closed. So on the exhale this time, the inhale will stay the same. The exhale will be fully mouth closed. If you're comfortable with that, it will sound and look like this. Good. You may feel an increased constriction in the back of the throat, maybe some warmth firing up through the core and the lower abdomen. You may feel that it's difficult to get the air out fully through your nose, and in that case, please just open your mouth or go from step 1 or two in this practice. If you'd like to follow me for our final step, we'll take an inhale here together. Exhale through the nose. We're still maintaining that heating quality and fogging action. So like I said, if that was hard for you, options to bring the palm in front of the face to remind you to create the fogging sensation. We'll do that twice more. Taking an inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nostrils. Good, last time here. Excellent. I'll give you a few moments to practice this on your own. Excellent. And when you're ready, let's invite some movement into the body. We'll come out of seated position, arriving into table on the hands and the knees. Checking our alignment here, ensuring that the shoulders are over top of the wrists and the hips are over top of the knees. We'll take an inhale here to drop the belly, lift the chin, shift those hips back. Exhale to round and curl through the spine, tucking the chin under, arriving through neutral table. Inhale, belly drops, chin lifts, hips shift back. Exhale as we round the spine forward, tucking the chin under. Let's do 3 more together here. Inhale to drop the belly, chin lifts, hips shift back. Exhale to round through the spine, arriving through center and neutral table. 2 more. Inhale, belly drops, chin lifts, hips shift back. Exhale, curling the chin in, tucking through the upper body, arriving through neutral table. Good, 2 more here. Inhale, belly drops, chin lifts, hips shift back. Exhale, rounding through the spine as the chin tucks under, coming through table. Last one. Inhale, belly drops, chin lifts, hips go back. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Last time, arriving through neutral table. Good, we'll tuck the toes under right away here, and we'll shift the hips up and back into down dog. Checking alignment here, ensuring that the index finger and the thumb are firmly pressed into the earth. Toes are rooted. Knees can be bent at any degree that's comfortable for the backs of your legs, for the hamstrings and the calves. Heels are intending towards the earth, but they may not get there. That's up to your flexibility of your legs today. Ensuring that the tailbone and the sit bones are pushed up and back so that there's length throughout the spine. Excellent. We'll take an inhale as we walk the hands back to our feet, arriving into a low squat. Hands will come to meet the thighs on the exhale. We'll take an inhale in low squat. Exhale to rise up to standing. Inhale as the arms sweep up above the head. We're on our tippy toes here. Exhale to bring the hands through heart center, heels drop. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale to step the right foot forward into high lunge. Exhale to fully arrive. Inhale, arms sweep up above the head. Exhale to bring the hands down to the earth to frame the front foot. We'll take an inhale to hover the hands, lift the chest, and exhale to plant the hands down. We'll step that right foot back to meet the left, shifting the hips up and back into down dog. Inhale here to bend deeply through both knees. Exhale to weave the spine forward into high or low plank. Inhale in the plank position of your choice, and exhale to drop the belly to the earth, toes untuck. We'll take an inhale to lift the chest into cobra. Exhale to lower it back down. Inhale to tuck through the toes, lifting through table or high plank to shift the hips up and back into down dog. Good. Taking an inhale to walk the hands to the back of your space, meeting the feet. Exhale to bring the hands to the thighs. Taking an inhale here in low squat. Exhale to rise slowly on our tiptoes all the way to stand. Inhale as the arms sweep up above the head. Exhale, palms meet, passing through heart center, heels drop down to the earth. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands through heart center. We'll take an inhale here to step the left foot forward into high lunge. And exhale as we arrive. Inhale, arms sweep up above the head. Exhale to frame that front foot. Inhale to hover the hands, lift the chest. And exhale, hands will meet the earth. We'll step the left foot back to meet the right. Hip shift back into down dog. Inhale to bend deeply through both knees. Exhale as we wave the spine forward into higher low plank. Inhale in the plank position of your choice. And exhale as we bend through the elbows, lower the chest to the earth. The toes will untuck. Inhale to push into the palms, chest lifts into cobra. And exhale, lower back down. We'll take an inhale to arrive through table or high plank. It's a hip shift up and back into down dog. Good. We'll take an inhale here to lift the right foot any amount in three-legged dog. Exhale to bend into that right knee, curling through the spine. We'll come to bring the right foot between the hands at the front of our space. Excellent. Preparing for our warrior one. We'll drop that left and back heel down. We're arriving on separate train tracks here, but also feeling like we're pulling the mat apart with both of our feet. Feet remain active here as we take an inhale, arms sweep up above the head. Exhale to cactus both arms, elbows at 90 degrees, palms slightly push back. Good. Inhale to bring the forearms, palms, and the elbows to meet in front of the face. Exhale to open. Inhale to squeeze. And exhale to open. 3 more here. Last one, maybe try it through with that Ujjayi breath, breathing in through the nose. Exhale. Good. We'll take an inhale to bring the hands to the hips, straightening through that front leg on the exhale. We'll heel toe our feet to face the left side of our space. Good. Taking an inhale for length here. Exhale, we'll fold forward. Hands will come to meet the earth. We'll take an inhale at center here in forward fold. Exhale to walk our fingers to the right foot, bending deeply into the right knee. Good. Inhale to walk our fingers through center over to the left. Exhale as we bend side lunge on the left knee. Good. Inhale through center. Exhale, right side lunge. And then inhale through center. Exhale, left side lunge. Good. I'll invite you to take on side lunges from right to left at your own pace as you follow your breath. Options to bring the hands off the earth into the hips with the torso lifted. A little bit more increased sensation here. We'll be here for 3 more full breaths. Maybe trying your Ujjayi or ocean sounding breath in this posture, feeling the warmth and heat build from that gentle constriction you're making with your throat. Good. I'll invite you to walk your fingers towards the front of the mat, framing your front foot, coming onto the ball of your back foot here. Good, let's plant the hands firmly down to step the right foot back to meet the left. Hip shift up and back into down dog. Inhale here to bend deeply through both knees. Exhale as you wave the spine forward into higher low plank. Inhale in the plank position of your choice. And exhale to bend through the elbows, lowering the chest to the earth. Toes will untuck. Inhale to lift the chest into cobra. And exhale to lower it back down. Inhale to tuck through the toes, lifting through table or high plank. We'll shift the hips up and back into down dog. Inhale here to lift the left heel any amount. Exhale to bend through the left knee. Intending that left knee towards the chest, you'll come to plant the left foot between the palms at the front of the space. We'll exhale as we drop the back and right heel down for our warrior one feet. Options here to take on the angle that's most comfortable for your back ankle, anywhere between a 90 to 45 degree angle. Feet are on separate tracks here, and energy is being spread between both feet evenly, pretending like you're pushing your mat apart. We'll take an inhale here to rise into warrior one, arm sweep up above the head. Exhale to cactus the hands and push the palms back. Good. Inhale to connect the palms, the forearms, and the elbows together. Exhale to open. Excellent. 4 more here. Inhale together. And exhale, squeeze back. Good. Reminding yourself to maybe connect with that Ujjayi breath here to build a little bit more heat. 2 more. Last one. Excellent. On your next inhale, hands will come to hips. We'll exhale to straighten through that front leg and heel toe the feet to meet and face the right side of your space. We'll take an inhale to find a long, lengthened spine. Exhale to fold forward. Good. Taking an inhale at center here. Exhale to bend into the left knee as the fingers walk to meet the left foot. Good. Inhale through center, walking the fingers on the exhale to the right side, bending into the right knee. Inhaling through center, and then following the pace of your own breath here as you shift through right and left side lunge. Options to bring the hands to the waist or the hips, lifting the torso in side lunge for more of a strength posture here. Good, we'll stay here for 3 more full breaths. On your next inhale, walk the hands through center to meet the front foot, framing that left foot with the palms. We'll rotate onto the ball of the back foot here. Firmly planting the hands down, we'll step the left foot back to meet the right, shifting the hips up and back into down dog. Options to stay in down dog and rest, or to flow with me as we take an inhale and bend deeply through both knees. Exhale to wave the spine forward into higher low plank. Taking an inhale here in plank. Exhale to bend through the elbows, lowering the chest to the earth, the toes will untuck. Taking an inhale as we push into the palms, lifting the chest into cobra. Exhale to lower the chest back down to the earth. We'll take an inhale here to lift into table, shifting the hips back right away into child's pose position. Arms can remain extended as the forehead rests down on the earth. If you'd like to add some neck support today, options to bring one palm on stacks of the other to rest the forehead down on the top of the palms. We'll hold here for 5 to 7 full rounds of breath. Opting maybe for that natural breath instead of our Ujjayi as we try to cool off. Good. If the hands are stacked under the forehead, I'll invite you to find length through the arms now for one full breath. On our next inhale, we'll rise through tabletop position, making our way to reclined, falling onto one side of the hip. So left or right side, just swing the legs in front, ensuring there's nothing behind you as you enter your reclined position. Knees will stay bent. Soles of the feet will remain on the earth, that hip width distance or wider apart. Hands can come to rest anywhere near the hips where that's comfortable for you. We'll take an inhale here with the knees pointed up. Exhale to drop both knees to the right. Good. Inhale to lift through center. Exhale to drop to the left. We'll do this 3 more times here. Taking an inhale through center. Exhale to drop the knees to the right. Inhale to arrive through center. Exhale as the knees drop to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, knees to the right. This time we'll hold here on the right for 3 full breaths. Good. On your next inhale, the knees will arrive through center. Exhale to drop them to the left, holding here on the left for 3 full breaths. Good. On your next inhale, let's bring those knees back through center one last time. Exhale to scoop up the knees with the hands, bringing them towards the chest for a body hug. Squeezing here and making any final movements that you may need before we enter Shavasana today. Options for Shavasana are to find extension through the legs and the arms, taking up as much space as you may need. Also options to bring the soles of the feet back to the earth. For anyone who experiences low back tension, you may choose to knock the knees towards each other. Also options if you have blocks or books handy to bring a block or maybe a book underneath the back of the head for support, or maybe even between the shoulder blades for supported fish. Taking what you need from Shavasana today. We'll stay here for 1 minute, and I'll bring you back to close with a breath practice for the end of the class. If you'd like to stay in Shavasana a little bit longer today, please feel free to do so. If you'd like to join me in seated, please start to deepen your breath now, maybe choosing to invite any movement back to the fingers or the toes, finding a massage through the back of the head as you move the head from side to side against the mat. Options to roll onto the left or right side of your body, arriving through fetal position, and taking 1 full breath in fetal position. Slowly making your way to seated, arriving with eyes soft, or maybe even close down completely if you feel safe in doing so. Good. Let's take one full belly breath together, finding expansion through the low belly, the ribs, the collarbone, maybe even the upper back. And exhale, sigh it out big through the mouth. Good. Let's bring the palms together, creating some friction, some heat between the hands as we rub them together. Let's bring this warmth and healing quality we've made between the palms over our heart or our chest space as you slowly begin to open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining this practice today. My name is Emily, and I hope to see you soon. Thanks. Have a great day.